The C8 Corvette is finally gone, and it's
Howdy folks, you on the C8 CORVETTE 252 show. Scroll over to the right, click that subscribe button, and join this awesome community.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of C8 CORVETTE 252. And I want to thank each and every single one of you today for pushing that play button. You guys been a big part of this channel, big part of this community. All 25,000 of you. Well, I'm close to 25,000 followers, but I'm not there yet. But I just rounded off. But anyways, if you are new to this channel, definitely hit that subscribe button and become part of this channel, because my goal is to try to get 30,000 followers by the end of this year. So if you can help me out with that, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification right beside it so you can get an alert anytime a video comes out. And I'm looking forward to reading your comments down below. So once again, thank you everyone for just being a part of this video today. I greatly appreciate it. As you guys can see on the title, yes, the C8 Corvette is finally gone. It has finally been sold. And you know, I'm gonna go ahead and walk into my garage really quickly to show you guys that it's truly gone. So as you can see, the very first beast I ever bought is in the middle. Don't pay attention to all this stuff. This is company stuff, and you know, that's pollen and that stuff needs to be cleaned. Haven't had the time lately because I've been so busy with acting and working that I haven't had the time to do that stuff. But the C8 is finally gone. As you can see, the C7 is parked in the middle. The C7 has now had its space back. The C7 used to be parked right here. The C8 used to be parked over there. There is no longer a C8 Mid Engine Corvette in my garage. I can tell you right now, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It really does sucks. I miss the car. I miss driving it. I miss hearing the sound of it. I miss that C8 Stingray. But you know, I had a good reason why I was selling it. And you know, I really do appreciate the opportunity of having that car. I'm so blessed, so blessed, because that car was amazing. I can't say anything bad about it. Literally nothing bad I can say about the C8 Corvette. I know a lot of you guys are still waiting your C8 Corvettes. I know some of you just got yours recently, and I know some guys still having issues with theirs because it is the first model. But I want to go ahead and say from me to you that with my C8, if this gives anybody confidence that I didn't have any issues with mine whatsoever. The one issue that I literally had, the one issue that I had with my C8 Corvette literally was when the bumper was so close to the headlight that it started to peel right in this area. But that was it, and they took care of it right away. No issues, and at that point in time I had no more problems with that car whatsoever. It was a great car to own. Great car to drive. Like I say all the time, every mile brought a smile to my face. Literally, every mile I drove that car brought a smile to my face. I really greatly appreciate it a lot. You know, I can go on and on and on about all the good things about that car and rarely any bad things about that car. I mean, like I said, I ended up selling it with 15,000 miles on it. And I know some of you guys will ask a bunch of questions, so I'm more than welcome to answer those in the comments if you got any questions about the C8 Corvette. As you guys can see, once again, my C7 Corvette is in the garage, and I know some of you guys been asking for some C7 Corvette content, so I am going to bring you some of that content here pretty soon. But I want to give a shout out to two of my sponsors currently on the channel right now, which is Atom Polishes. I use their products. As you can see, I got the jugs up there at top. Don't pay attention, the garage is a little mess right now. It's not like your typical decked out Corvette garage, because first of all, I can't really afford to have all that specialty stuff. And second of all, you know, this does do the trick with, you know, storing my garages and keeping them safe and trying to keep them from getting dirty and stuff from the pollen and all that great stuff. But you know, that's the channel logo. There's an awesome Corvette clock that I got for Christmas many years ago. Here is the Atom Polishes stuff. And as you guys know, I am sponsored by ACS Composite. There's a box right there. There's a box right there. I'm not going to tell you what's in those boxes right now. Those things do need to be installed eventually, and I can give you an update on that stuff later on. But for everybody that's new to the channel, this is the first car I've ever bought. This is my C7 Corvette Grand Sport. As you can see right there, Grand Sport has the body of a Z06, but has the horsepower of a Stingray. And At some point, I will continue to start making videos with this car. I know a lot of people that still own C7 Corvettes are requesting, hey, we would love to see more details about your C7 Corvette, because some of us are still buying C7 Corvettes on the used car market, and we would love to know what all that you've done to your C7 Corvette. But back to the C8 Corvette, it was a phenomenal car. I really loved it. You know, I sold it with, what, 15,000 miles on it. It was one of those things where I ended up getting around $82,000 for it. So I bought the car in 2020, brand new, March 13th. I can remember like it was yesterday. And my friend Mike from Bring a Spree came with me to Kentucky to, you know, pick it up and drive it around for a few seconds. And it was one of the best experiences ever, because it was my first time ever owning a mid-engine platform car, which was super, super, super exciting. I mean, you know, to be blessed to be one of the first ones to get one of those cars, I can't say enough about it. I was VIN number 247, and it was phenomenal. I mean, it was phenomenal. When I was driving that car back on the trailer back to my house, I literally kept looking back in the rearview mirror like, wow, it's literally back there. I mean, guys, I'm telling you right now, if I got paid $1 for every time I look back in that rearview mirror to see just the car alone, I'll probably have a crap ton of money right now. But the car was great. When I got it back here, I didn't load it off the trailer right away because I got back at nighttime. But when I woke up the next morning and realized like it was like Christmas, I was like, wow, I own this. It was super exciting to have. And, you know, once again, like I said, I sold it with 15,000 miles on it. It was in great shape. I sold it with the aftermarket wheels on it, but I also gave the customer the wheels that came with the car. I know some people are saying like, hey, you probably could have sold it more for $82,000. And yes, there was, you know, if I would have kept it for a long period of time and really market that car like everybody else does, I probably could have got more than $82,000 for it. But once again, for me, like, you know, I have bigger goals in mind, bigger dreams in mind, and I accepted the $82,000. Once again, I paid $84,000 including taxes, and you know, I'm upfront and honest about it. And I'm getting 82 with 15,000 miles on it, so it worked out great for me. Once again, I'm not one of those hungry money people where I need to sell it like, you know, 10 to 20 to $15,000 over, or whatever the case may be. I just needed to get rid of it because I got some other dreams and inspired by other things that I'm looking forward to doing on this channel, on this platform, and for my future to come. So right now, once again, I do plan on keeping this C7 Corvette Grand Sport for as long as I can. I know some of you guys have asked if I do sell this car, you would like to buy it. This is a Corvette that I think I would try to keep for the rest of my life because it was the first Corvette I've ever owned. I know, you know, there's a lot of Corvette enthusiasts on the channel who bought their first Corvette and probably still own their first Corvette, or they bought their first Corvette and they know the memories behind it. They know all the work they done to it, everything that car put them through, whether they pro-charged it, supercharged it, changed the wheels, changed the tires, painted it, put crazy things on it like Lamborghini doors, whatever the case may be. They kept it for a while, and I really do appreciate my C7 Corvette to the fullest. And when you see a C7 Corvette beside each other and a C8 Corvette beside each other, you can literally see some similarities between the two cars. Even though they're both Corvettes and one of them is a front engine and the other one is a mid engine, you can see a lot of similarities between the two cars, even though they're technically so different. They both drive different, they both feel different, they both gave me a different, you know, feel when I drove both of them. And people ask me all the time, well, which one of these cars is your favorite cars, or which one is the fastest? So let's answer the fastest question. As y'all know, the C8 Corvette Stingray was definitely faster than the Grand Sport. Why? Because it was a mid-engine platform. The power, once you push the gas pedal, the power goes down from the motor straight to the transmission, and you're going forward. Whereas with the Grand Sport, the power is here. The power has to go from, you push the gas pedal, has to go from here to the transmission and then forward. So immediately with that transition, that made the C8 Corvette a lot faster. Now, in my personal opinion, this is my personal opinion, because I'm sure some of you guys out there still own C7 Corvettes along with your C8 Corvette. This is my personal opinion. When someone would ask me which one I love the most, honestly, I couldn't answer that question because both of them gave me a different feeling every time I drove it. Now, as a Corvette enthusiast for myself and you guys, leave your comments down below if you even drove a C8 before, or you have a C7 and you drove both. Like, I think for me, when I drove the C8 Corvette, for some reason, I felt like I was in an exotic car. I feel like for some reason, anytime I drove the C8 Corvette, I feel like I was in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something of that nature. When I drive the C7, I don't get that same feeling, But the feeling I get with the C7 is I'm driving the last generation front engine Corvette that you can possibly ever drive that was built by Chevrolet, the C7 Corvette, right? And the way I wrapped this car is the reason why I get that feeling that I drive something exotic, because people turn their heads when they see this chrome wrap in the sunlight. Now, I'll explain later on in a future video everything that I did to this car again, all the things that's coming forward, and everything that I'm gonna do to it, and give you guys some C7 Corvette content, because that's what you're asking for. But I know you guys came here because you guys know from the title that the C8 Mid Engine Corvette is finally gone. And you know, once again, that was a beautiful car to drive. I think it has sold to the next person. So what's funny is I actually sold it to a dealership who actually wanted to buy it. And I know some people, once again, say if you would have probably sold it, you would have probably got more money for it. Yes, that is true. But it, once again, to me, it's not about charging someone crazy dollars trying to get in my pocket. There's nothing like that at all. I really did appreciate the car, and I think it's already been sold to somebody else, because you know, when you buy a Chevrolet product, they ask you to do the OnStar thing, right? So I did the OnStar thing, and they sent me an alert like 2 or 3 times, like, hey, your tire pressure is this, your tire pressure is that. And then eventually I received another email and a letter through the mail from OnStar saying, hey, we realize you sold the car. If that is the case, you don't have anything you need to do, whatever the case. But it's interesting that now the new owner has it, and I hope the new owner is enjoying it. When I sold it originally, the first person that owned it after me, they actually sent me a picture of the underbody of the car. And on the underbody of the car was interesting. I didn't know it was under there, but the National Corvette Museum signed their names and the date on the car, which is interesting. So I have that picture that he sent to me, and it's pretty cool. I'd never noticed that underneath the car, because you know, I only had one oil change. You know, the C8 Corvette, the oil change is every 7,500 miles. So you don't have to get an oil change as regularly, like 5,000 miles or 3,000 miles like it used to be. So I didn't get a chance to see that. So it was pretty cool to receive that picture. And it was a phenomenal car, you guys. Phenomenal car. You know, I brought it to Corvette and Carlisle last year, and a lot of you guys loved it. You know, I did a customized engine cover on that bad boy. And I'm going to get into another video deeply into the reasons why I actually sold that car. I'm going to give you all the reasons why I sold the C8 Corvette and all the future things that come on the channel. But I just want to give you guys an update on the C8 Corvette has now finally been sold, and the C7 Corvette is currently in the garage as we speak. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching this upload and supporting the channel and being part of this community. I can't thank you enough. And you know, if this is your first time stopping by and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you know, I would love for you to do so. And I would love to hit that bell notification right beside it so you get an alert anytime I release a video. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will literally see you guys in another episode of C Gonna Speed 252.
Is your seatbelt fastened? All right. Let's go.